Yeah, all right. So let's do another tune from this band. We're going to do a bunch. Simple, awesome, cool pop tunes. This song's really basic, very cool. Just a little power chords, moving some fingers around, cool little shapes, little, melody, verse lines, blah, 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 blah. Little shred line in there too. So we'll work that out real quick. If you got any song requests of your own, go ahead and click the link below. That'll get you to the song request page. Also, that'll get you to a link in the future that will have lessons that are not on YouTube, more kind of technique and just learn how to play guitar better stuff. So, anyways, let's zoom in for a closer look. All right, so I'm going to be super honest. I don't exactly know what this very first part, the intro to the song actually is, but it sounds something like this, which is used during the verse as well. Right, so what we're doing is we have our first finger is going to be on the A and the D string, and we're going to bar those two strings. Now, with our pinky, we're going to come up to the 5th fret of the A string. Now, my ring finger I'm going to use to go on and off of the 4th fret on the D string, and I'm just going to mute the A and the D strings and do these little riffs, right? So we're going to go. So what I'm doing is I'm going off so that I don't have my 3rd finger on. Right, and then it gets into the actual verse, which has a very specific little line. Same exact shape. So we're going to use the same thing, those two, and then what we're going to do is we're going to switch, and we're going to go up to the 5th fret with our 2nd and 3rd finger, and what we're going to do there is we're going to go from 5 and 5 on the A and D, then we're going to take off our ring finger, and then take off our 1st finger so there's actually an open D, and we're going to hit those two notes together even though they're the same note. So we're going to go 2 down, 2 up, and then 2 back down. Now we're going to do this pattern 3 times, but on the 3rd time I'm actually going to go up to a G power chord shape, and I'm going to do the same thing, right, that I would be doing, like this. But the reason I'm doing that is because we're going to go straight into an A chord. All right, so now we're in that G chord shape. It's really quick. We're going to go and then right into that A chord, and then that will get us into the chorus. So what we're going to do is so if you notice, we're doing the same riff we were doing, we're just using different fingers now. And then into an A chord. Now we're just moving up to 5 and 7 on the D and G. Or that would be A and D, rather. So we got shift, G to A. That gets us into the chorus. So let's go over the chorus. Oh, wait a second. How could I forget? Right before the chorus, there's a total shred line in here, right? So it's a tapping shred line. You got to have hands as big as Steve Vai to do it. But what we're going to do is we're going to go 5, 9, 10. Huge stretch. It even hurts to just do it, but it's an awesome riff. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here and we're going to tap on the 17th fret, pull off, pull off, pull off and then hammer back on those notes. And then into the chorus. So let's get the chorus. All right, so the chorus is just going to use all basic power chords. What we're going to do is we're going to be on the A and D strings first. We're going to be on 5 and 7. Now we're going to use this pattern over a bunch of different chords. From there, we're going to go to G. Right? So let's break down the pattern. We're going to do that 3 times in a row. So it's going to go. One more time. And then to G. We're going to go back and forth to that 3 times. Then we're going to shift up to a B chord, which is 7 and 9 on the E and A, right? So we're from G, we're just going to shift up to. So what we're basically doing on the B chord is hitting the very first part of that pattern that we're doing. And then we do the mute to get down to A. So we got. And then from there, we're going to go down to G again. We're going to drop our first finger down 1 fret and then to an E chord, which is just going to be on the A and D string, and then we're going to hit our low E chord open. So. And then back into the. The only other part really left of the song is a bridge, so let's go over that. Okay, so we're going to do the bridge part now. It's going to be an E minor chord. You can use your 1st and 2nd finger or 2nd and 3rd. You're going to be in the 2nd fret, A and D. We're going to do that for a count of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm just doing palm muting. You can do whatever you want for a count of 8. What I'm doing is basically in between 1, 2, 3, I'm going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and with my wrist. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8 and then I'm going to switch to our first bar chord, which is a B minor bar chord. I'm going to go from A to E, and then I'm going to use my 2nd finger on the 3rd fret of the B. These 2 guys are going to be on the 4th fret of the D and the G. So it basically looks like an A minor chord, just shifted up to the 2nd fret. After that, we're going to go back to that E, 8 count. Then we're going to go to a suspended 4th A chord. And then 2 hits. So we're going to go. Again. Now, those of you who don't know what that chord is, it's just a typical A chord. So we're going to bar from D to B, basically, on the 2nd fret. Now, with our 2nd finger or our 3rd finger, we're going to hit the B string 3rd fret. Then take it off, put it back on, off again, and then 2 hits. And then that'll get us back into the song again. Okay, so there is one more part. It's kind of buried again, so I'm just going to loosely interpret what might be going on. I'm just going to do that thing I was doing in the beginning. And then I'm just going to go to a G. And then what it's going to do is basically count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and on 6 it comes in with, and then back into. So it would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know, right. So it'd be 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, and on 6, what we're going to do is we're going to go to a G major triad. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the 5th fret, make what looks like an F chord, 5th fret on the D, On the second finger is going to be on the G 4th fret, and then your first finger is going to be on the B string 3rd fret. We're going to go straight down. And then we're just going to go 4, 2, into D. So again, that's one more time. And then you're going to finish the song in a chorus. All right, so the end chorus is a little bit different. So what we're going to do is at the very end, we're going to go back into it like we're doing our chorus again. But we're going to go straight into that B now. Now the walk down's a little bit different on this time. We're going to go. Right? So we're going to actually let that E ring. And then go to an A. So it's. That's it, my friends. Way to go. You did another one. All right. Awesome job once again. You learned another tune. Now, the pop stuff, you know, some guys like it, some gals don't, but always learn different styles of music. There's tons of cool song progressions out there that are great to learn for styles of music. If you want to be a songwriter, blah, 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 it's really good to learn pop formula progressions. They're always simple, and they concentrate heavily on a vocal line, but they give you nice stuff in the background to work with. So, be it metal or country or whatever you're into, blues, you can always learning great pop progressions. So, there you go, my little progression speech. Catch you next time.